Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sony Michel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
Let's take a look at the big fella, Rob Gronkowski. All-pro, it feels like each and every year. And when he's healthy, he's going to be all-pro. He's done it 4 times in his career. 69 catches, over 1,000 yards in 2017. But why is he so good? Speed, size, agility, and absolutely understands the offense and where he needs to be in order to get the football.
Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
Wait, 20, move 20.
Now a play fake, Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. He's got it at the 15. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Unlike everyone, I've got a soft spot for the underdog story. And even though Rashad Jones was taken in the 5th round, which isn't so bad, still to think that he's now a perennial Pro Bowl player, went to a 2nd Pro Bowl this past January, that's coming almost out of nowhere. But why does he do it? Covers well, tackles well, but best of all, he leads. That secondary that he plays with, they follow him.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots come up on a 3rd and short here.
20.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now, the Miami Dolphins, 4-2 so far this season as we get set to see what they can do here on offense. But in South Florida right now, there's a new phrase. It's Brocktober. Brock Osweiler, his first Miami start in place of Ryan Tannehill, who was out with a shoulder injury. How about the game he had?
28 of 44, a career-high 380 yards, 266 of them in the second half when he led Miami back and forced overtime, and led to Jason Sanders hitting a 47-yard field goal in the final seconds of overtime to give the Dolphins the victory. Look, Brock Osweiler did not see himself in Miami when he signed that big contract with the Houston Texans. He's had a lot of downs. What a big time up for him on Sunday.
Back home against Detroit this week, chance to get to 5-2.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Eluding the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That's caught by Parker. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Good job, D. Good job. Nice play, baby. Nice play.
Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill on 1st down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Tannehill. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. To the air again, Tannehill. Flush to his right, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This is caught.
Let's go, hustle,
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he's had great protection back there to throw, really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Sanders now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. Wait, 20!
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL, give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First carry for Frank Gore, the newest and oldest Dolphin. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I'll pause it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Drake. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And throw right side to Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now it's Patterson. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And the Dolphins rush him. Down he goes. Akeem Spence able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, they'll likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, A Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.